think, chat? I kind of realized I have a problem. Fail streamer, girl, fail. Finish the sentence. What did I say? Fail. I literally don't believe you guys do this. Chat, you guys need to shut up and you need to say nice things about me. That one's gonna fucking hurt. Just smack me, coward. What is this? Fortnite? Ball and baby hand. Big dog, point, 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 point. I know I'm muted. I'm already not muted. Chat, shut up, chat. Like. What am I? Hi, it's me. I stopped the song right as it was getting to the good part. Is that edging? Hello! What do you mean, hello? British people also William. Thank you for your super. Thank you for super double trouble. There's unfortunately only one of me today, but I can make do. She kept the glasses. Well, I'm here to teach you today. Maybe. Who knows? Teaching may not be my strong suit. Although, honestly, ever since like a couple years ago, both parents have always told me that I would be a good teacher and I should go into teaching. I'm like, bro, no. Hey, Bo, how's it going? It's going. I did some work today. Probably less than I should have, but it's okay. I watched some Minecraft videos. I'm starting to get really into watching scripted Minecraft videos because like the editing is really good. Like the editing and storytelling of Minecraft videos is actually like pretty high quality. Isn't that crazy? I mean, like not crazy that it's high quality. It's just like I've been looking at them and I'm like, wow. Like I didn't think about how much work it took to make this video, but it's literally like the videos are like an hour long sometime. You're as just a medicated ADHD gremlin as modern kids. I'll go up to them, I'll say 6, 7, and they will cheer. Whiplash between my parents and I would be a good teacher, and then I was watching Minecraft RP. I am multifaceted. I am a person of many strengths. I do a lot of cool things, not limited to enjoying Minecraft YouTube. Anyways, how are you guys? How is your day? It's Friday. Yay! Friday, yippee! But, anyways, what was I talking about? Okay, oh, you know what happened to me today? I got rage baited by children on TikTok. Average occurrence for me, happens quite often, but I did get rage baited today. Hell yeah, weekend work. No, that's me too. Huh? Have you never gotten rage baited by a child in a comment section? Does this not happen? It's not even like, just like being a teacher. It's not even like on my streaming content, because like on my streaming content, I think I have like a strong, like a thicker skin, because like you're kind of exposing yourself to criticism when you're making your own video, you know? But I was literally on my personal account and I commented on some random person's video, and then someone replied to me, and it wasn't even that person's video. It was like some random guy. And then they were like, wow, like the thing you said is so dumb. It makes me think that it might be satire. And I was like, it's my opinion! I'm like, damn. Yeah, and I'm like, who even are you? Who even are you, bro? This is not even your video. The state of the modern internet. You're not allowed to have opinions online. Debated. I'm honestly like shell-shocked, but like I'm kind of like, maybe I need to start using that. Like, the thing you said is so dumb, I think it might be satire. Like, that's kind of like, you kind of get wrecked. Like, what are you supposed to say? You know, when I was a kid on the internet, I did pick fights with random people, but usually things that were related to me. Like, if someone picked a fight with me, I would fight them, right? But like, I never fought some random person online because I disagreed with them. I've seen worse comments in LOL games. I turned the comms off. Lemon, thank you so much for the raid! Welcome in, Rage. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know why I became Mickey Mouse, but welcome, snail raid! Oh my god, they're snailing in mucus secretions everywhere. Ooh, sexy. Well, up there, gifted. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Welcome, raiders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Lemmy, for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. I think I saw it earlier. I think it was like a hand cam stream. Anyways, I hope you had fun. Feel free to rest. And I'm going to introduce myself. Whoa. Hi, my name is SSE. I'm a Bokuro VTuber. And I have a League of Legends addiction. Unrelated stream. I think I have to preface a little bit when I'm introducing new people. Jokes out there, thank you for a gifted, thank you. God, do we know? Well, I'm just like, I feel like it's like an important clarification to make to people who are exposed to me for the first time. I apologize in advance. So I scared them away. But today is not about that. Today is about my awesome presentation that I made to talk about VTubing in 2026. I probably have bad opinions. Ready or Google Docky? But we haven't started yet. I was talking about how I got rage baited by comments on TikTok, and they weren't even comments for me. Like, it wasn't even on my video. Every time I think we a sea dog for 29 months. 29. That's. Hold on, I'm gonna do math. SSE said yes, that is my name. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do the most surprising 6-7 math you've ever heard. I'm thinking about it. More PowerPoints today. I made a PowerPoint. Wow, your hair grew fast. Yeah, I was bald like last stream. It was crazy work. Oh, I got, wait. Hold on, I'm trying to. I'm trying very hard to make a 6-7 joke. Okay. Wow, you've been a sea dog for 29 months? That's almost like if you've been a sea dog for 6 times 2 plus 7 times 2 months plus 3. 6, 7. The joke took a lot out of me. I was like, how do I do the math to make it 6-7 in the least amount of math steps? But I think it was hard for me. Anyways, jokes that they would be seen off for 28 months. Wow, so funny. Yeah, I'll do it against yours. You want it? You can't escape. Hilarity. I'm hilarious. I can never escape 6-7. I think 6-7 has gotten to the point where it's so old that now old people like us think it's funny, and therefore it's not funny to children anymore. Or eventually it'll stop being funny to children, which is why it's funny to me. 6-7 League of Legends within minutes of being here. No, I promise that my presentation will be worse than that. So I'm gonna pull it up right now. I kind of finished my pre-app, my pre-stream pre-app. You know, well, people like us. Okay, Issa. How do we do, fellow kids? You want to see my presentation? You have to say yes, by the way, because that's what you're here to see. If you say no, there's nothing I can do. But I have a presentation for you. It's with the amazing abilities of Canva, where I don't have to make it. There's awesome pre-generated slideshows that someone else made that I can use. Woo! Wait, hold on. Look, isn't it cute? I'm gonna switch BGM because I feel like I need my clown music one. It gets me in a teaching mood. Hi, welcome. Followed you last night because you mentioned Japan in one of your shorts and I saw you crashing out on League. That is like the most accurate representation of my content ever, and I'm actually flabbergasted, but welcome. It's better to have flash transition. Oh, it's gonna flip around. It's gonna do the most insane transitions, but the transitions are so fast that you won't be able to see them. Also, chat, on the menu for tonight, after I'm done with the stream, I'm gonna watch the King, what's it called? I'm gonna watch the Minecraft Kings thing. I'm so excited. I'm stumbling on this while actively looking for advice. Welcome! I will give you time to judge if the advice is good. We haven't started yet, but the King and Yell. Yes, I'm gonna watch that. I'm so excited. I finished enough work that I'm allowed one Minecraft video as reparations. Although I already watched one today. But see, I think we're gonna see it out for 29 months. How many League games does Issa play when she plays League 6, 7? That's not true. I'm a recovering addict. Hold on, I'm switching my BGM. Oh my god, it's so loud. Okay. Here, is this good? Here, I'm so good. I remember to loop it too. Oh my god, wow. I'm just like so talented in the world of VTubing education. So working on the recovering part. I did play last night. I'm an Iron 1. So I love League of Legends. Okay. Oh, I hit my mic! What's Issa's win-loss rate in League of Legends 6-7? So you're saying I lose less than I win. That's actually pretty good. I thought you were gonna say 7-6, but I guess that ruins the joke. Welcome to my slideshow. I made a slideshow about becoming a VTuber in 2026. What percentage of the population will this advice be helpful for? I don't know. But I did it. Do you know why? Because I've done this for the last 2 years. So I continue doing it because I love content farming. Okay. These are the last 2 years. Oh, wait, honestly, I want to point out one thing though. So I did this in 2024 and 2025, but the thumbnails are like very similar. And then today's thumbnail is different. So I'm improving. That's good. Hopefully it would improve after doing this for 3 years. Hello, welcome. But I have 2 videos in the past that I made on this, which may be relevant for what you are looking for. And I will give a brief summary for what I talk about in them. Pretty sure VTubing advice streams are on the bingo sheet. What bingo sheet? What bingo sheet? What bingo sheet? But I've summarized what I talked about in them. I think it's funny because the aesthetics of the PowerPoint I used are so different for each of them. But in 2024, that was my first year of being a VTuber. I think I made that PowerPoint presentation. I don't remember, like maybe like 8 months after debut or something. Because I'm guessing I made it in January. So it sounds about right. Yeah. Question Issa, is there a chance to succeed if I started today? I think always. There's always a chance to succeed. But it's not about luck. It's about a lot of other things. Anyways. So the one I did in 2024, I'd been a VTuber for, I'm going to guess about 8 months because I don't remember. But I wrote a beginner's guide, basically, like what you have to do as a VTuber. And like, I have some screenshots. I did like some price breakdowns for like my debut at the time. And then I also did like an example behind me of stuff that I did during the week related to streaming. And then, yeah, budgeting, finances, and then I jerked myself off! You will see that I jerk myself off every year. Hopefully I jerk myself really good this time. But just cause like, when you start out debuting as a VTuber and you don't have a lot of money, you do a lot of things yourself. So then I was like, wow, look how cool I am because I did all these things myself. Which I'm so cool, right? I'm so cool, right, chat? I'm so awesome, right? Right. Jerking it, hell yeah! You know, I've got one hand on the keyboard at least. Anyways, that's what I did in 2024. I jorked it. In 2025, I had another presentation, but it was red and black this time because those are my model colors, but I'm blue in this PowerPoint presentation. Anyways, so in 2025, I made a presentation and I think I was really kind of angsty and mad at the time. So the PowerPoint was kind of like controversial takes a little bit, but not really, because I'm a coward. So I did hot takes, edgy commentary, and some of the stuff I said, I'm like, I don't know if I should have said that. Is it like beneficial? No, but it was funny. So Exhibit A, the slide that I made about how a lot of male VTubers that I know or see make content try to emulate Dug because they know coding. So I do, in fact, still agree with that take, but I think there are less people trying to do that this day. So good job, guys. Okay, anyways, that's what I did in the last 2 years. So if you think, wow, that's a great video, you can watch that. Probably not right now, though. I don't know who Doug is. You don't know who Doug is? He's like a pretty popular American Twitch streamer that does coding related to games. So like coding related challenges in games. Like for example, I forgot all of them. But you can kind of like come to a conclusion based off that, right? Like you can imagine what it would be like. That's why I've never seen his stuff. Oh, you hate coding? Or you hate men? Or you hate Twitch, huh? Make up your mind. Could you pause the stream so I can recap the old video? Fine. I will pause for 5 seconds. You need to watch it on 1,000 times speed. Are you done? Are you done? I'm glad you're the expert. Yeah, I'm so smart. I'm like, that's what my glasses are for. I'm actually the biggest VTuber who knows all about VTubers, and my ass is so fat. That's what the big is for. I let Twitch app fill a bingo board. Yeah, that's one of his recent videos. So it's usually something chat related or has coding implemented in his streams, and he makes videos. But anyways, now I guess the obvious. Can we fast forward to VTubing in 2027? I don't know what I'll say in that year. But did you realize this year is 6 and the next year is 7? Anyways. Now the obvious next question is, what the fuck are you doing in this year's stream? That's probably important. So let me tell you what this year's VTubing, you want to be a VTuber in 2026 is about. I hate it here. What do you mean? Anyways, so I think there was a lot of changes that I made to streaming or my identity as SSISA in this past year. So we're gonna go over them, which could be relevant to you, or you could not care. And then I also have some behind the scenes of stuff that happened this year. Oh yes, I'm doxing drama. Exactly. No, but I mean like stuff that happened because of the changes and my opinions on it now that the time has passed, which is really, really vague. You'll understand what I mean when I go further. Yay! Okay. Anyways, next slide. Next slide. Oh, it's gonna do a really, really cool, awesome transition, by the way. This transition is so sick. Hold on. Actually, I need to take off my shirt. Pause. 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 Be happy I don't have a 3D model. Okay. Man, I always just get really sweaty when I stream. Okay. Not my say-so streamer. I took off my sweater. It's hot. Okay. So, people who have sweat fetishes are foaming at the mouth right now. I mean, sweaty. Uh-oh, stinky. I am sweaty, and I also am stinky because I went for a run this morning. Next slide. Wow. So awesome. Okay, so what did I do different in 2026? So, there's a really, really obvious one, but who knows? Maybe you're not familiar. It's in the thumbnail though. Can you guess what the very obvious change that we made in 2026 is? You might not believe it. I'm looking for a guess. It is in the thumbnail, but you might never guess that something happened. We changed your... No way. The year is in the thumbnail. That is true. Started streaming leak. That is true. I wouldn't say that was the best change. But yes, I did see it. The first and most obvious change is I got a 2.0 model, which is something that is pretty popular for VTubers to do. They get upgraded models. Anyways, so on the left, we have my 1.0, and also I will have to move my model around in the stream because I made the PowerPoint and forgot to account for my fat fucking head. But this is my old model. Welcome, Issa 1.0. Bang, she's dead. And then I was born from the carcass of my old body. Yeah. So, your model is a huge improvement. Yeah. See, I have my ugly older sister on the left, and I can call her ugly because I drew her. So, I am, in fact, allowed to insult myself. Okay. Her side tail grows along with model updates, and so do my boobs. Actually, this is something that I talked about post-debut. Every every time I got a model update for my 2.0, between the sketch, the liner, the base color, and the shading, my boobs kept getting bigger. And I wasn't paying attention. I did not pay attention to how big my boobs have gotten until I debuted it. Everyone's like, wow, your boobs are huge. And I was like, oh, I stopped paying attention to it. It's just like, and then they just grew a lot. So cultured. I think they just thought that if I had bigger boobs, my design would make more sense because of like the straps around my arms, which is true. But I just did not notice. Like, I did not notice for all the months that I was making my 2.0 model. I just did not pay attention. So, GG. Anyways. I changed the slide and then I realized that chat is directly over the text I put there. Here, I'll scoot you up a little bit. Anyways. So, why should you have a 2.0? Or why are they good? What's good about them? This is crazy. This is a crazy hot take. It's hotter than last year's take. It's so hot that it's fucking boiling. It's so hot that you're getting boils on the bottom of your feet from standing on magma. Visuals are important in VTubing because you don't have a face cam, so your branding is your model and people stare at your face a lot. It's crazy. It's crazy that the way you look is important in VTubing. That's like saying life is easier if you're hot. Which is true, by the way. Oh, the anime girl is important to anime girl VTubing? Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. I mean, like, you might disagree. You might disagree. So that's like the main thing because 1.0 was cheaper and also had some less attractive traits to the art because I drew it, so I can say that it's ugly. So 2.0 is prettier, and that in itself is better because if people meet you for the first time, if they think you're hot, they'll treat you nicer. Easier to get attached to something that's easy on the eyes. Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna talk later about why I designed 2.0 Issa the way I did, but I was like, oh, that's actually literally the second point on the fucking slide. Oh, I can read. I didn't practice through this PowerPoint. I just wrote it and I forgot about it for a week and a half. But it's fine. But between 1.0 and 2.0, I had been streaming for like 2 years. I forgot, chat. I forgot. 2 years? 2? I think 2. Okay. So, I had a better idea of what I wanted my branding to be like and like visually how I wanted to change that with my model. So then, you know, when you make a second model, you can be focusing on that part. Because in the beginning, I was like, I just want to look like this. And I think my hair is gonna be brown. Yay. And now I'm like, my hair is brown because the brown represents my connection to nature and how much I love mushrooms. And it also represents how shit-ass the sea dogs are. And the strand of white hair is a metaphor for innocence. And it's showing how over time... Sure, yeah. Do you understand? Brown because you're bronze in League. Well, my hair's gonna grow more silver because I'm getting to silver in League, not because I'm getting older. But yeah, I mean, I'm joking, but that makes sense, right? Like, if you've been streaming for longer, you know what you want more, so you might as well update your model as you keep going, you know? It's like the equivalent of getting, like, plastic surgery as you get older. Okay. So it's a silver stripe. Yeah, it's gonna represent how I'm gonna hit silver in League this year. I'm so excited. When you reach silver, that means full hair, silver hair debut. I could actually do that quite easily. I can recolor my model. I can make my hair any color I want. I'm so awesome like that. Barely make content, I overthink my design so much. Yeah, so I guess like the takeaway of this is like, if you are overthinking your design because you're starting out, just make a new design later when you know what you're doing. Just stop thinking, it's fine. Anyways, so here's another thing that is kind of related to that. Isa thinks all old people should get plastic surgery confirmed. No, I just think that you shouldn't get plastic surgery when you're 1 year old because you don't know what it is. Reach diamond so you can cosplay Miku. Miku cosplay stream? Should we? Sounds like a good idea. I would enjoy it. I want to do cosplay stream. Making Miku cosplay from scratch. Growing flax in my backyard to turn into cloth. Anyways, why not make a really impressive 1.0? Which is like what a lot of VTubers do. They put a lot of money into their 1.0 and they want to make it super, super awesome. And they're like stressed because it has to be perfect. But here's some reasons why you shouldn't do that. Because I hate you. So obviously, when you're starting out as a VTuber, if you're 1.0, your first model is really expensive, then you're spending a lot of money and you're not guaranteed to make that money back. Especially, like, what if you stream for like 1 day and you're like, I hate it. I hate chat. Chat is so annoying. How dare these random fucks tell me what to do? Maybe that's what you think. You hate everyone. So then you want to like to stream and then you spend a bunch of money for nothing. Hi, small boy. Hey, welcome. Welcome. I'm not small. I mean, I'm kind of small. I had to move my head to not block my fuck-ass presentation. But the other thing is, yeah. So if you don't know anything about streaming and it's your first time and you make a really expensive 1.0, how do you know if you even like streaming and how do you know if you're even good at it? Like, what if you suck ass? Give up. But I just think like if you have a nicer model, you know, you'll probably be more effective with a nice model once you have the practice of streaming. And when you have your 1.0, you're still like meeting people and you'll still make connections. So if you start from the beginning with a super beautiful model, you still might not know anyone. I mean, some people might like follow you back on Twitter because you're pretty though, but how much is it for a VTuber model? The better question is how much for a VTuber debut? I think a VTuber debut can cost anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000. I think mine was around 3,000. I forgot. I didn't do the calculations. I have a Google Doc, but I haven't looked at it recently. But I mean, it was all money I had and all money I accumulated through streaming as 1.0 Issa. So for me, girl math, it's free. It's basically free. And that's free for me, just so you know. It's all seadogs money. Thank you, seadogs. But you know, when I started out with my 1.0 model, I didn't have money from seadogs yet, so I only spent like $300 to $600 after like a few months. So like that was including stuff that I wanted after debut. But yeah, girl math free, yeah, girl math. What about taxes? I have no idea what my taxes are. I do them, but I forget about them after I do them, so I have no idea. Yeah, and then this is like another thing that you might not think about when you're doing a 1.0. But every time a VTuber debuts, everyone's like, oh my god, debut is so important, you know, and I need to do really good so a lot of people are there in my debut and then they're gonna watch me forever. So that's not really true. I think like you probably lose at least 50% of your viewership from debut, if not way more. Probably 80%. You will lose 50 to 80% of your viewership that you get after debut because people like to look at cool, awesome events, but they don't necessarily want to watch all your streams. So if you spend a lot of money on your 1.0 and your debut does really well, you might get really discouraged if it falls off. But it's going to fall off. That's just how it works. Just said they were super. Funds for the future feats at 2.0. I know what you are. The trick is to immediately get into drama after debut. The trick is to graduate directly after debuting. Because the two streams that a VTuber will do that will have the highest viewership of their entire career is debuting and graduating. So debut the first day and then the second day after that, graduate. You don't need a 2.0 debut stream. That's the graduation day. Anyways. But I said that. The next slide says. See you there, Super. Issa in 2027. She's still making haha cum jokes. I bet she is. I don't change that much. Anyways. But joking aside, I say that like I'm not saying so much random shit every single fucking slide, but if you're debuting like a 1.0 or a 2.0, debut is the beginning, it's not the end, you know? So it doesn't have to be so fancy and you don't have to worry so much about debut because you're gonna make a lot of awesome things afterwards and you're gonna grow a lot. So that's why it's important to focus on stuff you're gonna do after debut, regardless. Anyways. I should have put keys in here, but I forgot about it. I forgot about it while making the slide, so apologies, chat. Moving on. I talked about 2.0. There's more slides about 2.0. You thought it's done? No, this is like actually like 20 slides worth of 2.0 because that's like the biggest thing I did this year. So, noise. Gotta state our ADHD. I'll do a flip. I'll do a flip instead. Is that satisfactory? Branding of ISA 2.0. These are some behind the scenes photos. I've already shown all of these before my 2.0 debut, so you're probably slightly familiar with them. I say as I leak confidential project on this slide. That'd be so funny though. Okay, anyways, to be honest, I had no idea what I was doing. I need a soundboard. I need a clapping soundboard so I can press the clapping button. Who's that on the presentation? That's me. That's me, silly. Yeah, when I was starting my 2.0 journey, I genuinely had no idea that it was gonna turn out like this and what I was gonna do. Like, I think I spent like 7 months thinking about 2.0 before I actually ended up starting on it. Anyways, there's no better way to show this pathway than in MS Paint. I'm pulling her up. Can you believe it? There's an MS Paint slide in my fucking... It's so perfect. It's like the exact size of the canvas. Okay. I hate it here part 2. You hate MS Paint? Draw and quarter this guy. He's not one of us. Okay. So, this is the roadmap. I'm gonna draw some random shit. It's not gonna make any sense. You just need to pay attention to what I'm saying. So, we had... You know, I'm just gonna draw Stixa because I have no space. So, this is me. Originally... Hold on. I'm drawing myself really fast. Give me a second. This is Stixa. That's me. Everyone say hi to Stixa. Hi, Stixa. So, originally, I wanted to draw myself. I was going to... I don't know how to draw myself drawing myself. I was gonna draw myself. How do I draw this? Why is the ponytail on the other side? I ran out of space. That's why. Draw? It's so illegible. Draw? Originally, I was gonna draw myself. So when I was thinking about drawing myself, here, I'll just copy paste Stixa. I don't need to draw her twice. I was gonna use the exact same design, and I was gonna be the one drawing my model. So basically, it would just be like Stixa, but cuter. So it'd just be like this. Sparkly, piss sparkle, wow. So I have to draw it myself. This was my original plan. And then I looked at it, and I was like, I could probably just pay someone to do it better than me. But that doesn't actually exclude the fact that I drew multiple designs of myself. I have like at least 2 or 3 redraws of my model that I did that never got debuted because I didn't finish them, but that was my plan. Okay, and then after doing this for like a few months, I gave up. So then I found a designer and then they gave me boobs. Oh, but that's not actually how it goes. I was looking for designers for at least a few weeks to months. I forgot. I actually don't remember anyone other than my main designer because I saw them and I was like, you're so awesome. Do you want to design my stuff? But I definitely was looking for it for a while. Here, this is me as a Greek statue. So, I got a modeler to design me. And then I took fucking like 10 bajillion years to find a model artist. By the way, if I look through my email from this time period, I emailed at least 10 separate people because I think 90% of the time it was because the people who I would ask, oh my God. Okay, so a lot of Japanese model artists will make like 1 or 2 children and then realize they fucking hate drawing VTubers and making like the layer separations, and then they quit, and then they don't say that they quit. So then I email them and they're like, by the way, I quit. And then I see that exact same model artist debut a VTuber they drew like 7 months ago at a different company, and I'm like, I fucking hate myself. Anyways, so that would happen. Or like, obviously obviously, sometimes, like one time I did get quoted like $4,000 for the model art, and I was like, that's not happening. But most of the time, it was because the person was no longer available, or they were only available in like 9 years. And I was like, I don't want to wait 9 years. I want to do it now. So yeah, the artist pipeline. So this times 10 equals me now. This is me. This is my fucked up drawing of myself. I don't know why I'm so wide. Big ass face. I'll draw my ponytail on the right side this time. This is a ponytail, swear to God. And then I got my fuck ass hat. So that's me. So then I came out of the womb. And then I had to get all of my other assets. So I osmosis, and then I got like whoop, whoop, whoop. Does this graphic make sense? Does this graphic make sense? Actually, this arrow goes here. This arrow goes here because I was going to do this, and then I decided against doing that, and then we ended up going directly here. But yeah, that's my fucked up process. I think it looks much more like it makes sense. It looks like it makes sense a lot more, but that was the process of coming up with my 2.0 model. Yeah. Okay, enough of the MS Paint. Enough of the MS Paint. Don't save, unfortunately. It will be saved in the VOD. Beautiful picture. Make it your wallpaper. Okay, that was my fucked up process. And I think during this process, there was like 2 people that helped me out the most. I'm gonna add a third one, actually. But the third one is not on the slide because I forgot. And also, it's not really related to 2.0. But one of the things is this year, I stopped editing my shorts myself, and I started consistently getting them edited by other people. And that helps me put out like a lot more shorts. And some of my editors even will do like VOD scrubbing for me. So that was actually really helpful because it makes me understand how I'm funny. Getting consistent shorts made of yourself kind of does help you understand like what your streams are like, because I finish them and then I like leave and then I don't remember, but then I'm like, oh, okay, I understand the vibes of my own content. Wait, 1.0 was so cute. Yeah, well, I took her out back and shot her, so she's no longer alive, but I'm here now. I've replaced her. I'm a cuter doppelganger. Anyways, but so I think my designer was really important because I would never have redesigned myself so sexy. Like originally, I was just gonna redraw myself as the same design. So the designer helped me a lot. We did a lot of back and forth. I would draw on top of their designs to add stuff I wanted. So they were very lenient with that. And yeah, you know, they just like character design, and I like character design, but I would never make myself have tummy. Because I'm not a whore! Just kidding. My designer was like, it's okay, be a little bit of a slut. And I'm like, wow, I actually love being a slut. Anyways, the other person is my overlay artist. So originally I wasn't even gonna get overlays. Like obviously I wanted a schedule and I wanted a background and stuff. But when we started working on like overlays, overlay, logo, and schedule, they're all done by the same person. That helped me come up with like what I wanted my design to give off visually and like branding. I don't know if that makes any sense. Cringing on first contact of what? Huh? What? What did I say? I forgot already, actually. Anyways, so thank you to 2+3 because I'm editing my awesome editors on here. Anyways, okay, so one thing that I do in the 2.0 process, and I do in general, is if I have the time, I will make PowerPoint presentations for every project I send to everyone. I say this, but today I sent out a project and I didn't send them a PowerPoint, and I felt really bad about it. But I got here from one of your shorts. Your editor is amazing. My editors are so awesome. Yeah, I recommend them. They help me a lot. But I make project brief slides and I put down some of the things I want. I put my model reference, I put like deadlines, I put like example work from the person I'm commissioning that I like, and other examples and references and shit. They're goated. It helps a lot. It helps organize projects. I say that, but I sent one out today and I didn't send them a PowerPoint presentation, so I might need to make her one later. So if you ever wondered, wow, I wonder how VTubers organize all of their information for projects. Maybe they send you a PowerPoint slide, but maybe they don't. I don't know. I don't know how other people do it, but I thought I would show it because I'm jerking myself off again. Yay! Okay, so obviously I wanted visual upgrades and I wanted my ass fatter. Yeah, anyways, but what are my goals for my 2.0 model? I think I mentioned this before, but I wanted a more expressive model because I do like singing covers. And I mean, like, it helps in shorts and just general things that are related to your discovery. Like if I see a picture of myself, or maybe if someone walks around with a giant cutout of me at Offkai, kudos. But one of the reasons I thought at that time was like, I want to make short covers and I want my better mouth rigging to lip sync better. But yeah. I'm here from one of your shorts. I watched you play Bard for a minute and I got Schadenfreude. Shitten? You hit subscribe. Yay! Bard is so awesome. Wow. See, I League of Legends hazed you. See, this is also my plan for 2026. Make more League of Legends content. Because I think the League of Legends pipeline is working, chat. Schadenfreude? That's a fuck-ass word. That's a fuck-ass word. I love your version of Rabbit Hole by Deco27. That's so awesome. Yeah. Hearing about the way people discover me, I'm like, how did you get here? What? German word that means enjoyment from watching others suffer. Hey! Your idol cover? You found me from your idol cover? Oh, you're Arena Astera fan, aren't you? Anyways, so that was one of the points. The second thing was my 1.0 model is boat themed as well, but I feel like you can't really get those vibes from staring at my fuck ass face. So I wanted to have a stronger branding or boat theme. And then the third thing was I wanted a visually appealing model. That's what it says behind my fat ass head, to encourage fan media. So you might ask yourself, what does that mean? I wanted my sexy model to influence people to draw fan art of my tits exposed. And also maybe people can make clips. Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Fine, fine. I have to draw pictures of you and your fat tits. Oh my god. Good take. Well, I think if people draw fan art and if your model is sexy, it helps discovery. So yeah, I was like, man, I hope people draw me with my tits out. Anyway. So descends down the path of becoming a YouTuber. Everyone becomes a whore after 2.0. Anyways, okay. So, what happened? I put on my glasses, except for I'm already wearing my glasses. Nerd emoji. But what happens after your 2.0? So these are like some of the things that I felt like happened after I got my new model. Also, there's literally like a Greek statue behind me. It was in the PowerPoint presentation, so I left it there. But now it looks like there's like a boot sticking out behind my head. I have in my sketchbook. Maybe I should try digitizing them and actually posting them. You don't have to digitize them, but you can just post them in my tag. I'm nosy. I love to see. I'm nosy. I'm nosy. Chad, do you know? Do you know I'm nosy? I want to know so bad. I want to know so bad. Anyways, but obviously, new visuals encourage discovery. That just means like the fact that I look prettier with this model, people are more likely to click on stuff that is pretty. And also, like, because more people were checking out my channel because of my new model at that time, like, then the channel was doing well because YouTube was like, oh, people are interested in this, I will promote it. So it's like double, you know? The second thing was, like, I think before I had my 2.0 model, I didn't really feel like a real VTuber. I mean, I have this problem all the time. I'll talk about it later too, but I think that's just due to the way I started VTubing. Like, I didn't really talk to a lot of other VTuber, like in the way that networking and stuff that people normally do. Having the new model help with confidence. Yeah, it did. I think it did. And one of those things is like, it in the confidence of feeling like a real VTuber because I had like actual branding. But like, I don't know if you would call that brand power, quote unquote, but just like having a strong visual identity is like a good leveraging point. If you're talking to like, for example, if you want like free shit or like a sponsorship or something like that. But yeah. Anyways, the other thing is I think that, well, first of all, obviously my debut was getting promoted at that time because of the new model and everyone was like, wow, so awesome. So thanks, seadogs. And thank you other people that were like, wow, so awesome. But because of that and because of more people knowing about me and just generally being prettier, I feel like I had the opportunity to talk to a lot of like small corpo or corpo VTubers. So in that way, I had those kinds of connections too, which is just like it's not like necessary, but it's just nice, you know, because like you feel like you're part of the community and you're not just like some random guy floating around on the internet. But it also has some downsides. But yeah, because of that, I felt like because of the new visuals, I thought it was easier to get invited to things or to get recognized by other people because my model was prettier and it was like getting promoted. Okay, anyways. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. I wrote myself some notes on the slide, but I haven't been paying attention to them. So I wonder if I missed notes on the other slides, which I'm gonna quickly go back through everything. I don't think I missed anything. I don't think I missed everything. Oh, okay, I actually just started the stream. Okay, hey guys, welcome to my Becoming a VTuber in 2026 presentation. It's by me, a bow, as you can tell. I'm joking. Anyways. What slide am I on? Oh, I skipped. I skipped past the slide I was on. Okay. My other thing that I was gonna say is, I think a lot of people met me through this model. Spoilers, I know I did spoil everyone. Like, out of the people who are in this, like, live chat right now, like, how many of you guys are not familiar with my 1.0 model? Like, you've never seen it before the stream. I'm curious, and I want to know. I guess I could make a poll, but I'm too lazy to make a poll. So I'll just rely on you to say me. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. 29 months of membership. Shut the fuck up. It's hard to say because I haven't really tracked my sub growth in comparison to 2.0, but it's more of like vibe based. I was gonna say I probably saw you on the homepage as a recommendation, but never clicked. That's crazy. Yeah, that's true. Especially because like I had known some other like VTubers in the past and like talked to them and rated to them, but like if you get rated into someone and the model is less appealing than someone who is appealing, you'll probably pay attention to the one who has a nicer model instead. But saw you after 2.0 because you revived. Yeah. So I think a lot of people have become exposed to me because of 2.0, which is like good. That's good because like I guess my investment paid off. Let's go. Anyways, so it's not necessarily all good though. I think there's some bad things that happened with 2.0. I think it was mainly like mental things. I gained mental illness. I'm kidding. I always had that. But one of the things is obviously I got 3 boob size uppies, and then I also became like a conventionally attractive VTuber. It's like the equivalent of being the ugly kid in high school and then growing up and then having people think you're hot or something like that. And I was like, wow, like I never tried to make my content like centered around how sexy my model is, but if I wanted to, I could. So that was the brain worm. And then the other thing was like, cause like I felt like I was integrated into like the VTuber community more because of my model. That I kind of didn't know what I wanted to do or like who I was, which is like really weird because I was like, oh, I'm in the community now. I'm in the cool kids club. But at the same time, feeling like I was in the cool kids club made me feel like I didn't know who I was, which is really hard to understand. In terms of VTuber models, you're quite modest. This is as ho as I can get. So Is it because my arms are not exposed? I can take off my jacket, trust. Does the brain work contribute to the on and off? Again, memory lapses? No, I think I just have brain damage. Yeah. Oh, I guess, oh, I remember. I wrote a note for this on the side. Your model is cute, but I became a fan due to your personality. Oh my god! Are you like flirting with me or something? You probably want me to shake them again. You probably want me to shake them again. Fine. Fine. Your new model isn't very hoe? Or are you saying hoe or hot? You don't think I'm hot? You don't think I'm pretty? I spent so much money to be pretty. Do I miss the first time? I'll kill you. Anyways. You have a fun yappy personality. I do be the talker. I do be the talker of all time. But one of the things about getting a 2.0, obviously, is that more people may find you, but not like through a slow trickle. Like growth is good. But I feel like new people would find me, and then because of the way my model looked, which is, oh my god, it's because I look like such a whore. It's because my shoulders are exposed. Oh my god. Like, it's because my shoulders are exposed. Anyways, okay. Hoe with an E is a gardening tool. Hoe is the word you're using. That is not true. You cannot convince me. That is, what? Anyways. But I think like there's a lot of people, or maybe there's just a small minority that are very vocal that would occasionally find me, and then I would find them hanging out the most on the content that I made that was ever so slightly leaning GFE or ASMR related. So because of that, I mean, when you're a VTuber, you want to like retain your growth, right? So I'm like, how do I get these GFE fucks to stay? I'm kidding. But it is like kind of confusing, right? Because I'm like, how do I make these people happy? But now that I'm having more experience with this, I'm kind of like, well, I guess if they only want me because I do ASMR, I don't really have to care for their opinion, because I'm more than my 7-hour ear licking audio. That doesn't exist, by the way, but I also sub because you have a fun laugh. Okay, so if I have a good laugh, that means we can min-max my laugh step. So we're gonna make a better laugh. Ear licking, it's real, trust. It's trust. It exists, but in membership, shut the fuck up. I mean, yeah, it does. This is exactly why you should get membership to the SS Issa channel. Yeah. You do ASMR? I do, but I usually just end up talking the entire time. Chat, can we confirm or deny? What did I do in my last ASMR stream? I don't remember. I think I just ended up talking about my day. Well, anyway, they were gifted. Thank you. Yeah, it's a whisper Zatsu. That's what they are. That's what they are. But yeah. Anyways, I think it's still important to have a 2.0. I mean, like, everything has good and bad change, but I think the pros outweigh the cons a lot. Yeah. Anyways. You got your mission is to check and report back. Yeah, give him a listen to the 7-hour ear licking. It involved the ripping paper noise. Oh, I remember. Yeah. I was like, listen to how awesome my washi tape sounds. Ichigo, thank you for being a seadog. Thank you for joining. Are you looking for the 7-hour ASMR? I'm sorry. I don't think you can cancel your membership now, but thank you for becoming a seadog. This stream is so unserious, guys. This stream is so unserious. Okay. Hand clap sound. I do be just doing shit with my hands. We should have a little hand cam in the bottom of the corner of the screen where you can just see me making weird gang signs. But so one of the things I did at my debut, or my 2.0 debut, which happened, I forgot, actually chat, I forgot. What did I debut my 2.0 on? I think it was like in the middle of May. But I would recommend, if you're a VTuber and you have like an important event, like a 2.0 debut or like anything else cool happening, you should try to schedule it around the time of Off-Kai. Like, sometimes it's good to do it right after Off-Kai or at Off-Kai or right before Off-Kai, because does every up-and-coming VTuber need to attend Off-Kai? Deadass? I'm gonna be so for real, you should. Like it's actually so beneficial to go to Offkai. 2 weeks before Offkai. Yeah. It was like a few weeks before Offkai. But like debuting my 2.0 before Offkai was my plan all along. And it was one of the best things I did because I was able to have seadogs promote my new design. And it also gave me a bunch of opportunities at the con like itself. Because I got merch, like people sold merch of me. And then also the meet and greet also like kind of happened because of my 2.0 debut, because like it was happening and then people noticed that I exist. Anyways, Tedo, thanks for being a sea dog for a year. I would be lying if I said I've never gooned your mom. Don't tell me that! Don't tell me that! I'm gonna ban you. I stayed because I find your personality and stream is fun. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore the first part. Anyways, it was May 23rd, wasn't it, debut? I don't remember. I actually don't know. I fucking forgot. But yeah. So I kind of wrote this all here, I think, right? Yeah. Networking ability of a better design. Like, actually, a lot of people, or not a lot, but some people definitely found me because seadogs were walking around with a giant cutout of me, or like they would see like a picture of me somewhere and they're like, oh, you look cool. You know? So that's not really something that happened as much because of my 1.0 design. So yeah. It was on the 21st of September. Do you remember? Anyways, so if you're a VTuber, do stuff around Offkai. It's a good time. Yeah. Okay, by the way, I heard someone shout about Bogo's Binted with a sticker of you. I want Issa Bogo's Binted sticker. I bought Gigi Bogo's Binted stickers at Offkai. That's what I actually did, but anyways, you thought I wouldn't fucking, you thought it was a joke. Hold on, I need to grab a, you thought it was a joke. You thought I fucking forgot. I mentioned it before and I said it before because I was trying to throw you off, but keys. Pay attention, pay attention. Ooh, don't look away. I know the presentation's really long. Anyways, triangulating the location of my house based on the sound of my keys. KSMR. Yeah, I'm just shaking them aggressively to get you to pay attention. Keys. Okay, after that short little think break. Okay, I have some other thoughts about VTubing. All of them bad. I didn't look at your videos until now. I typed ASMR and your most viewed ASMR is castration ASMR. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I literally don't even have that video. Like, I literally don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even know what you're talking about at all. I gotta get back to work. Have a good day, Issa and Chad. Good luck at work. Good luck, good luck. I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyways. Lies and manipulation and slander on this channel. Them down. That's true. That's true. You just joined seadogs, huh? It's time to get your balls removed. Okay. I have some thoughts. I think that's the most anti-GFE ASMR. You'll be so fucking surprised. I've literally received emails that go, hey, Issa, I really enjoyed your castration ASMR. It just, okay, I've got to do my impression correctly. Hey, Issa, I really enjoyed your castration ASMR. It just made me feel all sorts of things down there. And I was wondering, when are you gonna do that again? It just really scratched that itch for me. The what ASMR? I don't know what you're talking about. I literally don't know what you're talking about. But I literally do get that email. Has happened multiple times, by the way. So, anyways. Okay, so the first thing is, I have like 3 thoughts. I have 3 coherent thoughts, which is crazy. Missing market. Multiple. Yes, I have had multiple. I am assuming they're from the same guy though. But I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? There could be so many people into castration. Anyways. I went to sleep. My model froze. Okay. I will move my fat ass head to the right side of the screen now, I think. So I stopped covering all the text. I think they're all leaning to this side. I will be here. Anyways. So. For the longest time of being a VTuber, I've always thought that I had to work so hard that my balls would fall off, which is why I have all your balls to keep up for the balls of mine that dropped. Anyways, but like I thought like, oh, like, you know, like I can sacrifice like my social life, like my career, like you know, the time that I hang out with friends and stuff to be a good VTuber, because I was like, you know, like only people who work really hard or end up like being successful. So I was like, I'm just gonna give up everything else I love. But I don't think that's true, because if you make yourself miserable, this is a crazy take. If you make yourself miserable, you will no longer want to do the thing that makes you miserable. It's crazy. I don't know if you've ever considered that, but so I'm trying to make streaming less miserable for myself by not giving up things that I love to stream. That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. Which is like another thing that I wrote to counterpoint League of Legends. I like League. Trust me. But because like a lot of VTubers graduate and like they debut and graduate within a certain period of time. Like a lot of people join and then they quit. So I feel like people think that like the lifespan of a VTuber is really short. Like you have like 1 to 2 like glory years and then you fucking graduate or something. Like I don't know, like some idol culture bullshit. But I don't think it has to be that way. Like I think a lot of VTubers do that and then they lose their drive or they don't see the fun in it anymore because like they had such a shit ass time. Probably that happens when you get abused by a company. But you know, there's a lot of streamers who do streaming for a long time. There's a lot of people who make YouTube videos for a long time. So it doesn't have to be miserable so you quit, you know? That's what I'm thinking. You passed the cutoff? Yeah, I have passed VTuber graduation date cutoff. I have, actually, because I think that cutoff is between the 2 to 3 year mark. And by next April, I'll have hit the 3 year mark. So I have survived. And the other thing is, I mean, this is like a thing I also do just like in general, but I usually like to cram all my work and do like a shit ton in like a couple days and then just do nothing the rest of the time. But I think it would be more awesome in a hypothetical world if I didn't cram all of my projects within the same 3 months and then I just worked on projects consistently so that I wouldn't feel like shit. I say that, but I literally have 10 projects in progress right now, so I need to die. But anyways, it's a work in progress, but that's what I think, and I think having a thought is so awesome. Yeah, philosophy. Never said I was good at what I'm preaching. I'm just saying, I'm just offering opinions to you. Anyways, I have a second thought. And this slide, oh, I was like, let me move myself to the right so I'm not blocking anything anymore. Move this side. Looking at all my work in progress dead in the eye as I add another one to the list. See, that's the thing I do, but the problem is, like, I start a project and this project lasts 7 months, and I thought it would finish in 3 months. So then I added another project, but the old one's not done yet. That one's been in the closet for like 7 months, bro. Sigh of disappointment. Anyways, this slide may look disappointing or like sad, but it's not. I have always struggled with the opinion that I don't fit into a conventional VTuber's like criteria. I don't know if you agree, but I've always thought that. I thought that if I was a MoeQ anime girl, I'd probably have an easier time or make better content. But I am okay with being a fuck ass a little bit more now. Maybe. What if I don't want to be a VTuber? What if I want to be Northern Line? So true. That's literally me now. That's me these days. I think now, I'm only kind of a VTuber, and that's fine. Like, I don't want to be the version of a VTuber that everyone thinks of when they think of VTuber. I don't need to be like singing Kawaii Idol. I mean, that's fine if you want to be, but like, I don't know how to enunciate this thought, but there's like this Rin Penrose cameo, she's right here. But there's a Rin Penrose quote where they say, like, they're talking about VTubing as a medium rather than a genre, and I'm starting to believe, but I'm starting to understand what they meant by that. Just because I am an anime girl doesn't mean I need to be a stereotypical one. You know, maybe my version of being an anime girl means yelling at you and saying that you're full of shit. And also making stupid shorts and making a lot of videos. I want to make a lot of videos. Anyways. I also think, like, I also think I was kind of influenced by some people that I knew when I started VTubing. For example, one of my friends when I started VTubing was always telling me I needed to join a company or else I wouldn't survive. But I think that is a really old mindset. That's an old mindset from back in like 2022, like 2020-ish. Because like I think back then, like it was okay to just like join a company and then also just be literally just an anime girl. Like the bit is literally that you're a VTuber. But there's so many VTubers now that I don't think it works anymore. I didn't really exist back in this time. Like obviously I debuted after this, so I don't even know if that's true. But I've heard about the promised land where apparently in like 2022, if you were an English VTuber, you would just hit 100 CCV by itself. I don't know if this is true, but that's the promised land that people spoke of. I don't know. You find your comfy niche. Isn't that like the philosopher or something? Nothing wrong with it. Do I have a comfy niche? I don't know. Who knows? That was like a goal on like a couple slides and also my New Year's goal a couple years ago, but I didn't do it. 100 CCV is promised land. Something like that. Pronounced niche? No, it's not. It's pronounced niche. What's niche? Niching your balls. Anyways. What I meant to say is, like, back when there's less VTubers, it's fine to just be like an anime girl. But now there's too many. So, I personally will probably try to do more things that are not just like, oh, that's what I think of when I think of a VTuber. I'll probably just do general content creation things, which I think would be beneficial to a lot of people. You don't have to take my advice though. Confusing niche with niche. I'm joking. You think I'm stupid? You think I'm stupid? I'm just messing with you. Get clowned on. as Chad clowns on me back. Anyways, one of the things I also thought during this time is I went to Japan for the first time. You know, like Japan is where VTubing originated from. And I personally feel like going to Japan and exploring Tokyo actually helped me understand like the cultural aspects of Japanese VTubing a little bit more. Again, I'm fucking gaijin, you know, I'm literally a tourist. I was there for like 1 week, so like my opinions are not incredibly valid, but Japan beam, we're gonna go to Japan, we're gonna go to Tokyo, and then we're gonna go buy stuff, we're gonna buy anime shit, and we're gonna eat ramen. Anyways. Going to Japan is so awesome. I'm gonna go to Japan again. Anyways, but after going to Japan, this is what I thought about being in Tokyo for a week. 1 week is so short. It's okay. I went to China as well. One day I'll get there. I want to go to Japan again. Japan is so awesome. Anyways, but like within Tokyo, it feels like anime and VTubing is something that you can find everywhere. Like you can just go on like the subway and I'll just see like fucking ads for VTubers, or like I go to the fucking Konbini and like half of the shit has anime on it and then the other half of the shit has like fucking like Hosho Marin on it. So like within Tokyo, which is where like I literally looked this up, I think it's like 2/3 of the Japanese population live within the greater Tokyo area or some shit. Like you just get like kind of like osmosis exposed to it by just walking around, like, you know, like there's like this thing that people say, like when you talk about like marketing, like the top level is just like exposure, and then you like niche down into the group of people who will actually watch you or like you or like enjoy your content. But by virtue of appearing on someone's ramen or like randomly knowing that VTubers exist, you might eventually like a VTuber. Yeah. Does that make any sense? If you're an anime fan of any kind, Tokyo is a must-go-to destination. Yeah, but the thing is, like there's a lot of weeb areas in the world. Again, I went to China after I went to Tokyo. And when you're in Tokyo, VTubing is everywhere. But I went to the weeb area of China, and I only saw fucking Vox Akuma, so... And that was only at one store. I saw one store with Vox Akuma, and that was it. So yeah. Japanese VTubing generated That's a big number. 126 billion last year. Yeah, huge marketing empire. That's crazy. Where is this number from? Where is this number from? Can't wait for the Issa Brandon hemorrhoids cream. Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, how did you know about that collab coming out? Anyways. So I think obviously, like, if VTubing is more popular in Japan, like VTubing itself can be a genre of thing that you like, especially because like anime is, or like anime cartoon style is like widely seen everywhere, you know, like the idea of like, oh, I can see like a cute little anime girl and she does cute little anime things is more viable, I think, in Japan than in the West, obviously, because, you know, there's not really a culture as much of cute anime girls doing cute things in America. It's crazy. It's crazy that that is a take. I think one way that this showed up for me, or like the way I noticed this, is if you look at like Japanese content and Japanese VTuber thumbnails versus like Western content and Western thumbnails for content and VTubing. So I'm gonna show you two examples. Obviously, I picked these thumbnails because they prove my point, but I mean, I have a point. You can disagree though, it's fine. So like I pulled some thumbnails from popular Japanese VTubers. VTubers are well known in China as well with the younger generation. Yeah, but like well known is on the internet is different than like being able to show up in person and like be viewed with your eyeballs by a normie. If you understand what I mean. It's different. It's different. But yeah, I mean, like, obviously, even in America, like, you know, you can, like, find anime online, but you can't go to the grocery store and find it. Japanese VTuber thumbnails are over the top. Well, no, they're so pretty, though. They're, like, nicely designed, but it's designed within, like, the aesthetic that people would click on more in Japan. That's, like, the point, right? You're saying we aren't normies? No, I don't think anyone here is a normie, please. But, like, I think Japanese thumbnails usually have, like, a lot more text, in my opinion. They usually have a lot more text. A lot of, like, big yelly things. I mean, like, Western thumbnails have that, too. But, yeah, they can be a lot cuter. I think, like, the cultural aspect of, like, cuteness is a part that plays in, you know? Japanese characters are more information dense and lend themselves better to thumbnails. Well, yeah, that's like another thing though. Like the language and like the way that the language is displayed is important. But so this is like some Japanese thumbnails I pulled. I pulled Shigure Ui. I pulled I forgot her name. Sakura Miko, and then I pulled Kanae. What's Kanae's last name? Does he not have a last name? What's his last name? Huh? Just Kanae? Bro has no... I literally don't have a last name either. Mine's just Issa, so like... can't make fun of him. But, so I tried to pull, like, you know, obviously in Japan, corpos have a lot more power. You know, that's how they get into, like, normie spheres or in, like, into grocery stores and shit. Isn't your last name SS? No, that's just my abbreviation. That's my abbreviation. So I pulled, like, Shigure is, like indie. But it's kind of hard to say that she's indie because she, like, is a popular illustrator. So she has, like, clout even before becoming a VTuber. Anyways, this is what I pulled for, like, Western thumbnails. Okay, the VTuber I pulled for VTuber thumbnails is, like, kind of random. She's normally a Twitch streamer. But I feel like it's, like, hard to pull Hollow... My favorite Indian VTuber, Ludwig. But, like, it's hard to pull Hololive thumbnails because Hololive is a Japanese company, right? And they have successful Japanese VTubers, so obviously I think some of their English talents are gonna emulate Japanese-style thumbnails. Anyways, but I pulled seadog VA, haha, seadog, not just because he has the same pronunciation as my fan base name, because, like, he does content that is usually, like, related to VTubers. Like, I mean, like, Iron Mouse is in the top thumbnail. Ludwig I just pulled because he's, like, a popular streamer. Because, like, I don't know. VTubers do not have the same market sway in America as they do in Japan, I guess. Gigi has some wild thumbnails. Yeah, I did think about screenshotting the one about her beating off, but I didn't put it here. Anyways, and then I pulled Yui, I think. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but she does dual stream. She has thumbnails, but she is also originally a Twitch streamer. And also, like, all three of these people stream on Twitch, because, like, the English VTuber market outside of corpos on YouTube is, like, not really that existent for indies, but You give me Gigi vibes. I like Gigi. That's a compliment. It's pronounced Yu. Thanks. Wow, you just typed her name. That's so awesome. Anyways, so I think in American, well, I would say American. I don't know if all these, well, okay, literally the guy behind me is fucking British. Okay, Western. In Western thumbnails, there's less text normally because sometimes people who watch Western videos don't speak English, but they'll still watch it with like dub or something. I say thank you for streaming on YouTube. I would not be here if you were Twitch. The thing is, I should totally stream on Twitch, like conceptually, like Rena tells me this all the time. She's like, you have the vibes of a Twitch streamer. I just have hatred. And also, I never used to watch Twitch, so I'd be too confused. But Seadog is Welsh and not British, but he has a British accent. I'm misculturing him. What do you call that? I don't know. Anyways, you're gremlin enough. Yeah. She was saying something. But basically, I think Western thumbnails tend to try to pull attention without as much text everywhere. Because the kind of people who watch videos in Japanese with Japanese thumbnails probably speak Japanese, but those who watch Western videos may not speak English. I don't know. Western thumbnails rely a lot on faces. Yeah. That's one of the things. Like, it's like very readable and big. very, very Western. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I would not be able to tell you exactly, but I'm just like showing you visually, like you can do your own analysis on why it's different. Yeah, I try to explain it kind of. Anyways. Okay. I have a slide on Western VTubing. Look, it's Iron Mouse. Wow. That's literally me. Here, I'll make the same face as her. That's literally me. She's me for real. Anyways. Well, one of the things is like, in the Western sphere, you know, like most people stream, if they stream on Twitch. So having Twitch as the main streaming platform, obviously, Twitch has certain integrations and cultural aspects, not like of any specific culture, just like Twitch itself has its own culture. And I think that affects the culture of streaming in general because everyone streams there. Streamers can be popular, you know, like there's a lot of streamers that do like ads, or like they might be involved in like some normie things, like maybe someone goes to act in like a music video or like a movie, but VTubers, not so much. I think I literally quoted a Doobie quote recently that was like, Doobie said that like VTubers on Twitch are treated like the furry community. She said it, not me. Anyways, and then this is the other thing. I was talking about how I would say, like, obviously you can be like, oh, Western VTubing, but I can say these things are not true about like Hololive, but like Hololive and some other big VTuber companies, the company is located in Japan and they might have a strong Japanese branch. So, you know, it's hard to say that they're not completely influenced by that. They're at least partially, you know? Stopped watching Twitch in the past years because the ad density is way too dense. That's actually one of the things about Twitch that I think is interesting. I think Twitch has a stronger donation incentive and atmosphere because there's like hype trains, there's like bits, there's so many ways to give money. And the other thing is like if you sub to someone, then you don't get ads. So I think they're incentivizing creators to get money, but also like, you know, so the site gets money. Yeah. Watch a 5-minute ad to watch a streamer for 10 seconds to see if you like them. Yeah, I think like Twitch is not user-friendly for new people trying the app. You know what I mean? Looking back, would you say Hololive Myth debut was a JP style stream? Well, I mean, like they're using like the debut style of like other Japanese Hololive talents. That's where like, I guess like, would you say like the the debut style is like Japanese. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say, right? If you don't have someone you already want to watch on Twitch, good luck. Yeah, you have to like brave the war, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Myth had COVID buff. It's true. It's true. And I think like back then, I mean, there was not that many English VTubers and they were like the first English wave of Hololive. So they probably felt, you know, like maybe that they needed to fit into like the Japanese perception of VTubing. Also because like since Hololive had a Japanese branch, like they were gonna have Japanese viewers anyways. And then even a Japanese viewer watching an English VTuber, they might have the same expectations. Anyways, that's like way above my pay grade. That's way above my pay grade. That's way above my pay grade. But yeah, okay. So, oh, I have more slides in this category. Yeah. Okay. This is still in the category of Japanese versus Western VTubing. But one of the things that where do I put my fat head? Okay. So one of the my mouth is not even showing up on screen. Okay, one of the things that I think that I did in the past, and I think a lot of VTubers do this too. I mean, I would advise against them because I consider them problems that I experience, but you can do whatever you want. More accurate isekai. I'm just trying to not block the damn whiteboard, bitch. Anyways, one of the things is, you know, like Japanese VTubers have a lot of categories of streams that they like to do and aesthetics in their streams. And when you're starting out, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You just copy what other people do. So that's what I did. Like, you know, like, for example, like, you know, like calling a just chatting stream a Zatsu stream is not really good for, you know, SEO. Or, you know, like using my cute fuwa kawaii assets to make thumbnails. It's convenient because there's like a lot of them that exist due to like Japanese VTubers creating assets, but maybe not something that a Western audience would want to click on. But forgive her, she's colorblind. What are you guys complaining about? Huh? The other thing is, you know, I didn't use Twitch, and in Western VTubing that uses Twitch, and Twitch streamers do a lot of networking and they stream for really long times, and I used to get like really sad, not like really sad, but I felt like a little bit disappointed in myself because I don't have a lot of stamina. I usually try to stream for about 2 to 3 hours. I mean, also that's because now I stream after work, and then in the time period I stream, if I stream too long I get really hungry. So like I don't like to eat on stream, so I kind of am trapped within a 2 to 3 hour stream time limit, which is fine for me because I get tired afterwards. So, but I felt bad because I knew that Twitch streamers can stream longer than I can, but it's fine. Twitch algo wants you to stream longer than 3 hours. Yeah, that's exactly why I would die and perish away on Twitch. I'd rather personally be funnier in like 2 to 3 hours than stream like a really long period of time and then get really tired and cranky and probably not talk so much. You know, that's just the nature of streaming long though. You have to like take breaks, but anyways, 24-hour stream when? 24-hour stream, I'm asleep the entire time. I sedate myself. That's what I like about your channel. If you don't stream too long, I think 1 to 3 hours is fine. Yeah, I mean like for me too as a viewer, I can't watch that long. I can't focus. Working seadogs appreciate manageable stream lengths. Do they also appreciate less streams? I'm gonna stream less. I'm gonna stream once a week. I'm kidding. 24-hour donathon at 100k subs. No! No 24-hour stream. Let me live. Let me be free. Let me be free. The other thing is, like, I think a lot, maybe not a lot, but I talked about this in a previous VTubing advice stream, like one of the two, but a lot of VTubers consider joining companies as the only way to survive in this industry. So a lot of people will start streaming as a way to make a portfolio for applying to companies. And also maybe they're just like, oh, I want to be a cute anime girl, and then they don't really think of like VTubing as content creation, and then they just kind of do whatever fuck all. And I think I did that too, a lot, which is fine because, you know, like I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. But if I thought of VTubing as like the same as making a YouTube video or like making content in general, I think I would have been less lost. Does it make any sense? I don't know. I'm in a situation most of the VTubers I watch a stream at 5 PST after I'm off work. Yeah, but isn't it so awesome when you're watching a VTuber and they stream directly at work and then you can put your AirPods in and listen to them and not pay attention to anything else? Yeah, and getting used to the rig, technology, and problem solving. Yeah, like I was learning a lot of things, but I wish I thought more about like VTubing as content and then thinking about what I want to make. I think I spent the last 2 years like trying to get good at streaming and like all the other various aspects about being a VTuber, but I want to make like cool videos now. Does that make any sense? Yeah, that's what I would use to do is listen to your streams at work. I do think I used to stream at like 2 p.m. PST and now I stream at 5 p.m. PST because like I'm a normie and I have to clock in. I have to lock in. But I know that some seadogs are used to my old streaming times and now they can only watch VODs. But I kind of wonder if they died. Do videos scratch creative itch? They do! They do! I'm working on a lot of them right now. They might flop though. Can't have AirPods on the shop floor. That sucks! That's so ass! Listen to you while at work, but it's quite an experience due to what comes out of your mouth. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry! Okay, wait. I'm not sorry. I was moving myself. I can't multitask. I do not apologize for being a little shit. Yeah. Oh, I wrote a note on this page for myself, which is so funny. I say all this shit, but watch nothing change. So we can only see in the 2027 advice stream if I actually did anything. So I hope I did. What does Issa do when she's not VTubing? I am an OL that is looking to find a new OL job. So don't be sorry. Well, I think it's like funny conceptually, but I apologize on behalf of what comes out of my mouth. It will not change though. Yeah. League OL. Yeah. Well, that implies I'm playing League at the OL, but no. Writes down OL Issa Fat Art Commission idea. Yeah, put me in that tight pencil skirt. Rah! I dress pretty normal when I go to work though. We don't have that much of a dress code. Okay. This is my last take. Yeah. This is like, I don't know if this even counts as advice anymore. I'm just kind of like yapping about random things that happen to me. So I guess they could be advice if you want to follow my path. But I'm also saying multiple times to not be like me. But in this case, maybe you should be like me. I don't think people should become VTubers until they turn 20. Most people think that you shouldn't become a VTuber until you're over 18, which is also true. But I think if you started VTubing when you're just 18, first of all, you're a baby. And second of all, like, you're probably just starting college or something, or just starting your first job. So I would not think that that is a good time to become an anime girl on the internet. I think the main thing is just like, if you start VTubing too early, you know, you're kind of easily influenced, and you might use VTubing too strongly as an escapism mechanism. Like, get your life settled first. Get your life settled first before you become an anime girl. Other thing is, I think you should work a normal job and have goals outside of streaming. I think you should be well adjusted. And also understand that VTubing won't be your full-time job. Like, I know like everyone wants that to be, and like that's like the same thing as everyone who makes like Instagram reels or some shit. Like, everyone wants to be like an influencer or whatever, which is cool, but you know, be employed. Be employed, Beam. I just think that, you know, like VTubing is not the only thing that's ever gonna happen in your life. I mean, like, I know that some people are in circumstances where, like, you know, if you have like chronic illnesses or like certain scenarios that may cause it to become an escapist only part in your life. But I hope that in most scenarios, you can have a fulfilling life surrounding VTubing and not have that be your only thing. Yeah. Being well adjusted on the internet. Look at the idealist over here. I just think that not many people talk about this. And a lot of people are like, haha, Manhera VTuber, and it's like normal, but it doesn't have to be. Hi, Rico. The best time to become an anime girl in life is after you have a mental crisis. Ah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I joined VTubing because I was like well-adjusted. Like I was going through some life changes, and I was like, oh, I would love to become an anime girl on the internet right now. But, you know, it doesn't have to be downhill after that. I'm like, I want to be an anime girl on the internet now. I'm gonna dig myself a hole in the ground, and I'm going to live outside the outskirts of society. But yeah, I think people have stereotypes about VTubers, and I don't think you need to be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be a VTuber, and I'm going to like, I'm like such a failed girl or failed boy. I think you can be awesome, and you're probably doing a lot of stuff for VTubing if you're doing a lot of projects and stuff. So I think you can like be successful in other parts of your life too, because you're awesome. So fighting out there. Is there anyone who inspired you to become a VTuber? Like a lot of people, which I don't think I've talked about it before recently, but probably Kamiyoshi's graduation. I say that all the time. So a side hustle maybe. Yeah. I mean, like, I think VTubing is most like a hobby, but a hobby that you're really for real serious about, you know, like for real. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, that's my presentation. Ooh, awesome. Poggers time. I have a last slide. Hobby, but you log in. Log in? Like logging into League of Legends? League of Legends time? We can ignore this last slide. Anyways, I was going to be like, Poggers and chat boys. Exactly. Yeah, I'm done with presentation. But if you would like to ask me some questions, I figured we would use my marshmallow because I haven't used my marshmallow in a really long time. And also because, like, if you ask me a question in chat, then it's gonna, like, disappear up as the stream continues and I'm gonna lose them. So I will give you a link. And if you want to ask me a question, you will also, it's also anonymous. Wait, what are we waiting for? We're supposed to ask? No. I'm giving you the marshmallow now to ask a question. I didn't forget, okay? This was my plan. This is the plan. This was my plan, okay? Do I still have access to my marshmallow? Sometimes I forget my password. Do you guys remember that? There's one time where I forgot my password for a really long time. Hold on. It's loading. I thought I missed your Marshmallow announcement. No. It's like marshmallow right now. Can we join Issa for one game of ARAM someday? Yeah, actually, I was planning on maybe not ARAM. I don't know. Do you think ARAM like is easy for people who haven't played League before to like learn? Like, I think I should play League with Memby seadogs at one point. But oh my god, this tab is so fucking slow. Marshmallow. Do you have to pay on Marshmallow to ask questions? No, you don't. Is it being a shit? Hold on, it's loading. Did you decide the third game on the list? What third game on the list? What? ARAM is super easy, yeah, but some seadogs have not played League ever, and they probably would like to play, but I don't think people will go out of their way to install League even if it's to play with you. No! I believe in seadogs that will install League just for me, please. It's like 50 gigs, please. Anyways, answering questions, or send VTubing related questions here. XD. Oh my god, why did it autocorrect? That's so ugly. Here, I'll make it my O3 face. My like smiling face. Here. You can send them here, and I'm gonna pull them from here. Just cause it's easier to show them on stream. Anyways. Ball pit, manga bonk, and oh, I forgot. Oh, wait, I forgot. What's the game? Oh, agree? Is that the 3 games I was considering? Yeah, maybe we'll start playing them in like the upcoming weeks. I've had such awesome and consistent scheduling. I've been scheduling one Yap stream, one League stream, one Handcam stream, and then one other stream every week. I shall not be dragged to the League trenches. No, come. You should join. You should. Hi, come. Agree is a good rage bait game. I literally got rage baited by like a 15-year-old on like TikTok today. Like, I don't know if I should play that game. You beat me to it? What are you beating me with? What? That's so insane. Seadogs beat off SS Issa. The game, right? The game off. Anyways, please send me questions in here. Send me a question. You can. Here. How do I promote my questions more? I will draw you a thing on MS Paint. Be off. Yeah, the game off. Wow. My professor works at Riot Games. I'm looking for a new job. Can your professor hire me at Riot Games? Is he Mr. Riot Games? Okay. Here, I'll draw you send marshmallows to me about VTubing picture. This is like, oh, my wrist. This is my drawing. You don't want to be at Riot Games. This is my drawing. And then I'm gonna, oh. It's like the picture of me shoving League in my mouth. It's gonna be like this. How do I put a marshmallow in my mouth? Or I'll just open my mouth. Like this. You know, chat, recently I found that when I draw myself, I keep forgetting my scar. The scar is healing. But also, like, that's probably bad, right? I'm, like, losing my identity. What you? There's a scar? Yeah, I have a scar on my face! It's literally, like, right there. Here. Scar. Yeah, exactly. Here's this drawing of me getting marshmallow shoved in my mouth to convince seadogs to send me marshmallows about VTubing. Next thing, you're gonna lose your ponytail too? Where? I thought it was an eye scar. No. It's on my face. It's like right here. Boop, like this. This is me looking at marshmallow with contempt in my eye. Cleo, that's not what I'm called! Here, I'll put my hair back on. I don't match the thumbnail. Nope, wrong trigger. Okay, like this. And then here, I'll just draw my body. I can be naked, it's fine. And then this is a sea dog. Sea dog? Angry sea dog? Giving me... Oh! That's why you don't stream on Twitch, that's your alt. I've been exposed! Okay. I'm late by 97 minutes. You should have come here 30 minutes ago, and then you could be late by 67 minutes. I'm sorry. Welcome! Okay. This is Sea Dog sending me question via marshmallow. God damn it. See, chat, I only make 6-7 jokes because it makes you so upset. Why are you mad, bro? I'm kidding. Rage baiting sea dogs. See, this is a marshmallow. And the sea dog is offering me the marshmallow. Like this. And then it says VTubing. VTubing with no G. VTubing Q question. There we go. Just for that, my question will be right. Little do you know, I'm the one who chooses what I read. I'm gonna die if I hear that phrase another time. No, I don't wanna die. Your ass is so sexy. It's so fat. It's almost like 2 numbers worth of centimeters wide. See, I didn't say it, but you know exactly what I meant. Here, I'm drawing my shirt. What? This is Sea Dog providing marshmallow fan art. VTubing question like a VTubing line? No, like a VTubing question. What do you mean VTubing Q as a VTubing line? Like a line of cocaine? No, I'm not asking for a line of cocaine on my marshmallow. Anyways, I was stalling for time. I refresh. Why is one of the questions, will you quit League? Stop! Okay. Here, now let me try to go through them. I have to read the question. Here, I'll just read this one. It's the first one I saw. Download. Save image. Save image. Download. Hey, hi, welcome. Okay, I can't show you that. I need to delete that. I have a lot of important files in my downloads folder right now, and I'm always scared of accidentally leaking them. Here's a question. Thank you for your question, anonymous sea dog. You could redo your debut introduction again. What would you do different? Like, does this mean like my debut stream? Or do you mean like, what do I say when I introduce myself? Because I say the same shit every time. Question, can you give all your advice and experience once I blink? Oh yeah. Did you get all that? If I would change my debut introduction phrase, I would say, ease my balls in your mouth. To redo my debut stream, I think I would do it differently. Maybe less slideshows, but it kind of depends. It kind of depends on the vibe. Like, hopefully in the future, I can do one that is the way I want it to be, if I want to. But I also don't really care that much. First debut stream to fall under -2 CCB. Everyone leaves after I say ease your balls in your mouth. Anyways, what would be your advice to someone who wants to apply to a corpo and is doing a mock intro? Like in the intro to -67 CCB. And doing a mock intro like in the audition video. So crazy thing is I'm not in a VTuber company and I am legally not allowed to say if I've ever applied for one ever. So that's a great question because I have no idea. I've never done one in my life. Moving on. Okay. Okay. I'll choose one of the ones that came in earlier, not 7 months ago. It's almost midnight. I gotta go. Have fun. Good night. Good night. Have a nice night. Okay. I'm gonna download this one. Bring. Banana phone. How important do you think the quality of the VTuber model and rigging is? Obviously, it's always useful to an extent, but how much do you think it matters? So, I think it depends on, like, a lot of things. Great name there, Super. You said what's more important than looks and personality? Fat ass. Next. Like, I think it's useful to be pretty, but what if your bit is that you're ugly as fuck? Then you could probably be ugly as fuck. But I would say, most cases, it's nice to be pretty. But what's pretty is up to you. I see some like pretty models, but they're like models that are used for like Chinese VTubing, and I don't think they would necessarily do well in a Western audience, which is so sad because they're so beautiful. But I'm like, I don't really know. But there's ugly and there's hideous. Why are you insulting my face? Chinese riggers are on a different level. Yeah, they're so hot. But yeah, I mean like model and rigging and art is important, of course, but there's also like, depending on like what region your audience is from, that can also affect what kind of model you should get. You know, like if I was streaming to a Chinese audience, I could probably get a different kind of model. Yeah. Yeah. I love answering every single question by not answering them. Okay. I'm literally like trolling all of these questions. I mean, like no one expected anything else, right? No one is expecting anything else, right? We noticed. Best answers are not answers. If I was streaming to a Chinese audience, I might start my stream with "Ni howdy." They kill you. They kill you. They send you to prison. They summon Mao Zedong from the dead, and then they they kill you again. Greg D, Super. I forgot to add this on Mellow. Do you think that a great personality can carry a bad model? Likewise, can a great model carry a bland personality? I think the first one can, but I think you should still upgrade down the line as long as it's not like part of your bit. And then I don't think a great model can carry a bland personality, but good marketing could carry a bland personality. Anyways, they love it. Actually, they do. They like the knee howdy. I don't know. I have to ask them. What do you think is the most important for developing and managing an audience? Taking their balls so they can't leave you. Next question. Anyways. Okay. Trolling everyone who's ever asked me a question. I've just received another mellow and it says, "Dear Bochi, why are you like this?" I think the reason I can't, I'm joking about the answers because I actually have no idea. How do you build an audience? I don't know. seadogs, why are you watching me? That's a question. Well, I think consistency is good because like you might think someone is funny and you might like their content a lot, but if they vanish for like 3 months at a time, it's kind of hard to remember who they are. Okay, what are your thoughts on collabs? So, I think for the average VTuber, collab good and helpful. I personally am gonna do less because I realized that I don't like socializing. We're contractually obligated to be here. Who pays you? Who pays you? Can I get a cut? Don't tell me I'm paying you. I haven't paid you. I know I haven't. I think collabs can be fun. I think one of the joys of it is just you have the opportunity to meet someone that you might get along with, and it's nice to have friends in the community. Your mom pays me. I got your mommed by chat. You haven't checked your accounts properly? Oh, are you the one who's getting a penny deposited every single day? A penny a day keeps the seadogs at bay. What about there, Supa? It's a paid position as in we pay. Oh yeah, thank you for your payment for watching me. Okay, so chat. I think a lot of the times VTubers collab with people. Well, I would say a lot of the time, but it's kind of hard to say. Like if you're a well-established VTuber who doesn't need collabs, you can be really picky about the people who you collab with. But I would say a lot of VTubers don't have that privilege, I guess. So if you collab with someone, there's like 3 possible outcomes. You can have a collab depending, like, this is like not even like if the collab is good or bad. Sometimes you will collab with someone and you had a good time, but for whatever reason, you'll just end up as acquaintances. And that's fine, you know? Because like people are busy and, you know, like no need to like put all your eggs in one basket. There's a lot of people and not every collab can be good. Not saying that any of the collabs I've been in are necessarily bad. It's just like in terms of becoming close friends after that, not every collab will be like that, right? The second option is that you get along with them immediately afterwards, which actually has happened to me on several occasions. For example, like Rena was like that and Rico was like that. So, you know, I'm lucky to have had those experiences because obviously I like those people. But the other option is also like you get like this in-between area where like you get someone that you get along with and you become friends, but you don't talk very consistently because everyone who's a VTuber is like super busy, which is like literally fine. Like it's really fine. And sometimes those people that you're like acquaintances with, that you talk with every so often, because of something or other, then you guys might end up becoming really close friends. Which I guess this isn't just like life. This is just like life, or like, I guess like becoming friends with someone at work or something. I'm just like explaining the levels of connection that people might have in general. So, that's not how normal friends work. Yeah, I guess it is. But like, it's kind of weird because like collabs is not ultimately all about just becoming friends. Like it's about making content. Friends is like an added benefit. And also like if it flops, then everyone gets to watch you be bad at socializing. So or most collabs are business oriented is true. I mean, it kind of depends. It depends on the person and it depends if it ruins their kayfabe by saying that. Yeah. But, I mean, I don't really do that many collabs anyways. But I think recently I'm like, I'm tired. I want to hang out with people that I already get along with, which is sad because I won't see that many new people. But it's okay because I like being comfortable, so. K Fabe? Yeah, I'm so K up in my Fabe right now. I'm my favorite K. Favorite letter K. Okay. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me use my eyeballs. Eyeballs. Eyeballs open. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of the link now because I don't think I can answer the rest of these before the stream is over. So I'll do the rest of the ones that, oh, I just retracted it. That's not what I meant. I meant to unpin it. But I'm gonna do the rest of the ones that I think I can answer well in an interesting way, and then I will end the stream after I'm done. But collab with Say and Rena was pretty good. What collab did we do? Wait, what collab did we do? You mean like the cover? Like, I don't think we, you know, actually after the cover release, we were gonna play Fortnite together because like there's like 100 skins in Fortnite, so we were gonna do that, but we never ended up doing that, which is so sad because I like Fortnite and Fortnite's a fun game. Oh, this is a good one. I'm gonna steal this one. Yoink! Oh, we like Fortnite. Do you really? Do you really? Oh, baby. Sorry, I'm trying to read one of these questions. I'm trying to read. Give me a second. I'm trying to read. Okay. I can't read. We? You like Fortnite? You specifically like Fortnite? Well, I have a great news for you. I don't have plans to stream it soon. VTubers are getting added to Fortnite, so no better time. I think they suggested that, but I don't think Say has ever played Fortnite before. I think Rena has played it a little bit, like casually, but they don't know that like I actually really like Fortnite. Like I'm like the Fortnite gamer of all time, but like I had to like uninstall my addiction. We overloaded her. Yeah, I was trying to read and then it was kind of long, so I'm skipping that one. I'm sorry. You have to use small words when you're talking to me. Issa? Like? Yes? No. Oh, yes. Need to do a lead collab with Say and Rena. I think we already did one. Oh, no. No, I've done them separately. I do them separately, not all at once. Chat, there's this one song that I literally, like, not like... Wait, I want to see if I can find this song and then sing it for you guys. Issa uninstalling Fortnite for League is like giving up cigarettes to take a hard drug. True and real, actually. I'm trying to find the song. This is like a crazy song that I found recently off TikTok. I'm gonna try to sing it for you. Does this have lyrics? Hold on. I'm trying to find it for you. Is this loud? It could be really loud. Wait, where's the part that's like... Where's the part that is like... the actual part in the song? Hold on. Let me figure it out for you. Let me figure it out for you. Wait. Okay. Not golden shower? No, it's not. I'm trying to find the timestamp of the part of the song that I'm trying to show you. Oh, I'll just play the song for you. I don't need to sing it for you. You can just listen to it. Here, I'll just skip to the part of the song that I like. Okay. Oh, here! I make them both take turns, holding my purse. Jealousy is super ugly. It gets on my nerves. Boys, please don't fight over me. Go do the mature thing. Make out, tongue each other. So, okay, let me explain the song. The song is called I Want My Boyfriends to Kiss, and it's a song about this girl having two boyfriends that are fighting over her, and that she wants them to just make out instead of fighting over her. So the song goes, nothing to explain! I was just explaining, like, what if you don't know, like, the context of the song, and you just, like, don't know what the song is about? Right? 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 Isn't that such an awesome song. Anyways, I don't remember why I was talking about that. I should cover that song. What's the most rewarding prospect of VTubing for you? Making seadogs take turns tonguing each other. Do it right now. Do it right now. Do it right now. That's what the song is for? No, I just remembered it. What the fuck? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, seadogs kiss each other. Oh, good sea dog. Good sea dog. Yes. Anyways, what is the most rewarding aspect of VTubing? If I were to answer it accurately, isn't that too honest? But I'll try to answer it without cringing. I think the most rewarding thing, I mentioned this before, but like specifically, I like doing music content and just like in general, like being able to work on creative things and having people care about it. I think everyone who does creative things likes that, probably. But for example, one of the things is like, before I became a VTuber, I used to do covers for like a really long time, like almost 10 years. But like 2 years before I became a VTuber, I quit. And I was really sad, but I was like, I don't have time to do it right now. And I don't like doing it anymore. So I was like, oh, I guess I'll just like never record my singing again ever. But it made me kind of miserable. So because of VTubing, you know, I have a reason to record again. So that's one of the benefits. Yeah. I say that like I'm not trying to limit the amount of singing content I'm gonna do this year. Yeah, one of my goals this year is to do less singing content, but it's fine. You know, give and take. Aww. Is that okay? Is that it? There's lots of other questions, but I can't read. I can't read, and I think I've done enough of them. We'll love chatters around here. Yeah, I do be yapping. I usually watch V-singers. It's nice to say you do singing content. Yeah, I have a lot of covers. I have a lot of covers on my channel. Yeah, they're not about taking off your balls. Oh my god! Why? I don't know why my boat dog really wants to enter my room again. This has been happening so much. I think I shouldn't have let her in that one time, and now she knows that she can come in if I open the she scratches the door enough. Free me! Okay, well, that was most of the questions. I answered the ones that I felt interested in answering, but thank you for sending them anyways. Boat dog returned. Yeah, I've accidentally given her a bad habit now, so should probably not do that anymore for her, but classic dog. Anyways, wait. Okay, well, that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. I hope to do another one next year, and I hope for a lot of things. I hope for $1 million, actually. I hope for $1 million. Any havers? Any $1 million havers? What breed is your doggo? She's like a mixed breed. Yeah, she looks like a sea dog, though. She looks exactly like a sea dog. Yeah. Thanks for the presentation. I hope you enjoyed. I like yapping about these kinds of things. I do them once a year because I think it's like interesting and can, I don't know, enlighten you on some things that you don't think about, maybe. I don't know. Shock Wolf, thank you for the Stropa. Thank you. Anyways, what shall I raid? Who shall I raid? I could just end my stream again, though. Raiding sucks. I hate raiding people because it makes me worry too much. If I had $1 million, you would definitely get $1. Oh, that's so awesome! That's all I got. Thank you for the super regardless. I'm not actually asking for $1 million! Okay. I'm gonna start for the next week. Take your $1 back! Take your $1 back! Chat. I think we should make a wheel. I think we should make a wheel, and the wheel decides if I raid someone this stream, because I hate making decisions and I hate doing it. Sleep a good night, Issa. Good night. Have a nice night. We're heading out about soon anyways. HTC, there, Stupa. Wheel override. Wait, are you overriding me to tell me that I have to stream or that I'm not going to stream? That I have to wait? No? When? Hope you're live tag and pick the first available. Here, watch this. Watching? First available is Ava Evanova. Good choice. Okay, let's go raid Ava. Not mad about that one. Okay. What you? Oh my god, Boat Dog is scratching my door so hard. I'm like getting tortured by a vicious animal. All right, I gotta save you guys. I gotta save you guys from the vicious Boat Dog attack. So I'm gonna send you away. Boat raid for Eva. Okay, goodbye.